What's up YouTube, it's ZTE with Techaholics, back at it again with another video. In this video, I'm going to give y'all my final update on the ZTE Zmax Pro and let y'all know if it's still worth $100 to me. So let's get into the video. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all the pros and cons, what I like, what I don't like, what I think they could have changed or added to the phone. But, some of these things that I think that they could have added or changed, maybe they didn't because of the price point. But we'll get more into that. But alright, let's go with the cons or the bads about this phone. So one thing that I didn't like about this phone is that at the same price point, Metro was also selling phones that had NFC in it. And unfortunately, this phone does not come with NFC. The reason why I wish that this phone had NFC is because you can be able to take it to the store and you can be able to pay for payments. You can transfer data between two devices. You can be able to have a little NFC tag and be able to write a note or something, place it on the wall and be able to leave it for somebody. So there's a bunch of benefits with NFC. You can also do wireless charging. I would have loved to have seen wireless charging in this phone because a lot of the newer phones that came out or are coming out, they have wireless charging, and that would have been nice to see in this phone. But like I said, maybe they didn't put it in there because of the price point. But another bad thing that I noticed about this phone is that whenever I first got it, there was a problem with the software. The software wouldn't allow me to download apps, but I asked the gentleman at Metro PCS, and he said that it was normal for this phone to be doing that. But after a couple of days, it cleared up and it was fine, and it's been running a-okay. I have not experienced any issues or any error messages or anything like that with downloading apps, so that's a good thing. But just make sure that if you buy this phone to know that that's okay, and it's just the OS, I guess, working with the phone or something like that. So just don't worry about it. It's nothing bad. It'll clear up in a couple of days. So another bad thing that I noticed about this phone, which this is the last thing because I want to give you all the goods and not all the bads, but is the new update on the phone that just came out recently. I got it like a couple weeks ago or something like that, and every time that I slide down my phone screen and I allow it to let go, it'll get stuck up here in the top corner, which I'm pretty sure that's just a little bug that's in the update, and they'll probably get that fixed. So all these things really aren't anything to worry about, but NFC would have been nice to see in this phone, just flat out. But NFC is like one of them things that they they probably couldn't add it into the phone because it's maybe cost effective, but that's okay. Maybe we can see it in a later update or something on the phone, because I had the phone before this one and I loved everything about it. And now that they put the fingerprint scanner on it, maybe that's a gateway into them putting NFC into it, so that's a big plus. But let's go ahead and let's get with the pros of this phone, what I like about this phone. And a main feature that I like about this phone is the screen size. Everybody always compliments me on the screen size. I love that it's 6 inches. It could have been a little bit better, but everything that they put in this phone is just, it's phenomenal. The screen is like a HD screen. Everything that I watch is in like high definition. I love that. I had a tablet that was 7 inches before this, and I loved it also, and it was made by Asus, like my Zim watch, and it reminds me kind of that tablet that I had. So that's really cool, and I like the feature of the speaker. If you've seen in my other video with me boosting the speaker, it actually makes it a lot better, because it was harder to hear before with the Dolby Audio. I don't think that was a feature that they should have added into this phone, was the Dolby Audio, unless if they were going to give it a major boost. But the Dolby Audio really like quiets the phone down, and it like makes it to where it doesn't crackle and stuff like that, which that's understandable. But you also got to understand too is that Dolby Audio is more for the earphones, like to make it high definition sound quality. It's not really for the external speaker, I think, in my personal opinion. So anyways, the speaker is really nice after you do that little boost to it. Another thing that I like about the phone is the camera. The cameras are amazing. I've taken still photos with the back camera, and it looks about as crisp and clear that you're going to get for a $100 phone. I have no complaints whatsoever. The Zmax that I had before this one actually took really good pictures with the 8 megapixel back camera. This has a 13 megapixel now, so that's a pretty big jump, but it's also a pretty big, resolution difference. And ZTE, whenever they made the Zmax, they actually put a lot of effort into these phones. So I really think that they did a good job in what they did with the Zmax. The Zmax and then the Pro, they did awesome. So anyways, another thing that I like about this phone is the speed. This phone, it has the octa-core processor, which is 4 times faster than the quad-core, which was in the old device. That is like so fast, like it's ridiculous. Like whenever I'm loading a web page, it loads up quick. It does depend on my connection. You got to understand that too. But I do have 500 megabytes of power that's on the router, so that's really fast. It's quick with switching between apps. I've showed y'all before. It runs very smoothly. The octa-core processor is amazing. Another thing that I like about this phone is the battery life. The battery life is just phenomenal. It's one of the best battery lives that I could ask for in a $100 phone. 3,400 milliamps gets me all day charge and then some on one charge. 3,400 milliamps. You do not see that in a lot of these phones these days, and if you do, it's going to be a very, very expensive phone. And another feature that I like about this phone is just the build quality. It's really, really nice. Let me go ahead and let me show you with my Zen watch. If you can see on the background, I don't know if you can be able to see it or not, but it does have like a blue, like it's blue, I'm sorry about that, but it's blue and it matches my phone really well. Also with the gold trimming around here on the back of the Zmax Pro where the cameras are, it's gold, so that really matches my watch and I like that a lot. And just everything about the phone, the build quality, how thin that it is, it feels very premium in the hands without a case and with the case. I actually got a new case for it. It's like a Survivor type series, knockoff. I got it for $8, and I can't wait till that case comes in because I'm gonna do a review about it for you guys, just in case if you want to go and pick up the phone, and you can go and get the case for it too. But it'll protect the ports. I really think that any Android device that you have, you should protect the ports, and the reason being is because my old Android device before my Zmax and all these other devices, like whenever I first got into Android, it actually it wouldn't charge right, and the reason being is because on the inside there was a little fluff ball that got in there, and it would touch contacts between each other, and it would act like it's charging. So that's one thing that you want to watch out with Android devices. They are very sensitive. I wouldn't say sensitive, but anything like that can get inside of it and actually mess it up. So protecting the ports would be a good idea. So an $8 case to protect the ports to keep that from happening, I would go with it. But other than that, I mean, the phone is well worth it to me. Do I still think that it's worth $100? Yes, I still do. I've had it for a few months now. I know that my video was just not too long ago, and I told y'all in the last video that I have had the phone before, previous to this, and that's how I know that all these things have occurred. So I just felt like I should do an update for y'all and let y'all know that this phone is still amazing. It still runs smoothly. But as always, if you have any questions or any comments or anything like that, please leave it down in the comments. If you have any anything that you want to know about the phone, I could post pictures that I've taken with the back camera and let y'all see for yourself how high definition that it is. If you do zoom in, you're gonna have little fuzz balls and stuff like that, but that's nothing to worry about. That's normal. But anyways, with the normal picture quality, it is amazing. If y'all want to see that, let me know. I'm thinking about doing a Q&A because I hit 800 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. I never knew that Techaholics would get this far, man. Y'all are just amazing. Thanks for everybody that's been there since day one. Y'all are amazing for all that y'all do. And you know, if y'all want to see that Q&A, just let me know in the comments. Be like, yeah, I want to see a Q&A. Go ahead and ask me a question, and I'll give y'all an answer in the next video, or whatever kind of video that y'all want to see. You know, because I hit 800 subscribers, I want y'all to get to know me better, as well as I want to get to know y'all better. So you know, I want Techaholics to be like a family of, you know, tech people that come together and we figure out things about Android. You know, if y'all have anything that y'all want to see, you know, let me know. I can be able to try to get a video made up for y'all. You know, just give me y'all's opinion on this channel, because I love to hear y'all's opinion. But thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and as always, y'all are amazing.